My name is Tom with weaponseducation.com, and look at the table. We've got over a dozen 1911s we're going to look at. In this video, what I did is I took a small portion of my 1911s. It was hard to do, and I narrowed it down to some of my favorites. The collection's getting up there. I've got about 50, 60 1911s, and I'm going to talk about these, and we're going to go and from, not necessarily from worst to best, but just what I think about all of these, and they're among my favorites in the collection. So I hope you enjoy this. It took a lot of work. Please thumb up the video. Please click that bell, subscribe, join the team, and here we go. Let's look at the first 1911, and I'll discuss each one briefly and get on through them all until we get to some of my really good favorites. Thank you. Let's go to the first one. What I did was I kind of sectioned them off by company, and I'm not necessarily saying these are my least favorites to my favorite, but maybe kind of a little bit. This was really hard to do, to go from 50 1911s or so down to a dozen or so. So I want to show you the Ivor Johnsons, because this is something you need to be aware of. They're affordable, they're quality. I think I've got 5, 6, 7 of them. And it's really not about me. It's about me trying to tell you what's out there and what's available and what you want to buy. And this one is among one of my favorite 1911s, and probably hard to get now, but maybe in the future this chrome finish, this nickel shiny finish, will be available. And it's a 5-inch government model. So I have to show you the Ivor Johnson, and I want to kind of move quick through the video. But this Ivor Johnson, now this is a big bad boy. This is a 6-inch Eagle XL 10 millimeter. Every gun you're going to see in this video, I've done a video on, like a 20-minute detailed video. If you just search the name Ivor Johnson Eagle XL, and then you'll see the whole video. If any one of these 1911s strike you as, oh, I want to have that, or you want to carry it. This has got the lightning strikes on the top of the barrel, but it's a 10 millimeter, and one of my favorite rounds, as you know. So, yeah, 6-inch barrel. Look how long that puppy is. Now let's get into some guns that you just gotta have. As I move up to some of my favorite ones, the SIG Sauer 1911. I bought this about a decade ago, and as far as reliability, I give this a 9 out of 10. And for a 1911, that's really a high rating. I love this SIG Sauer 1911. So any SIG 1911 that you get, you can't go wrong. Okay? Now, let's move on here. Colt Railgun. I purchased this because it's the first time Colt put a rail on a 1911. And it was funny, when I was at SHOT Show one year, and I asked him, I said, well, what took you over 100 years to put a rail on your 1911s? He goes, well, good things are worth waiting for. So, but the Colt Railgun has got to be one of my favorites in the collection, and I promised you I would do this video. I don't know if you can see that, but if you zoom in close, it says 100 years anniversary. This is a really special gun, the Colt Railgun. Nice. Now, these two Smith & Wessons, these are scandium frames. By the way, let's talk about frames for a moment. The E-Class Performance Center is what we're looking at right here. When you buy a 1911, make sure you know what frame you're getting. And I've done a video on all the different frames. If you just search different frame guns, weapons education, put that in your search bar, you'll see how I go into detail about all the different frames, from alloy to steel to scandium to polymer to all the different frames you can get. This one's scandium, and this is super lightweight. This is a 4¼ inch. It's commander size, and I tell you, reliability, 9 out of 10. This is very reliable, very beautiful to look at, and it's lightweight. Of all the guns we're looking at, this might be about the lightest. Even up, we're going to look at some 3-inch 1911s here in a moment. This, with that scandium frame, is very lightweight. So this is a must-have to me. And with the Performance Center, don't forget, it's for life, the warranty, for life. And I can tell you, it's proven, here's the other one while I'm chatting, it's proven that they really take care of you. With my 500 Magnum Performance Center, they put a good $700-800 and work into that, and rebuilt it and gave me a new grip and put a new yoke in it and the revolver, all for free. And I'll do a video on the update on that 500 Magnum soon. I got a new holster from my holster company I had made for it. You're going to see that whole way I carry it. You're going to like it. But look at this 1911 Smith & Wesson. This has got the strikers. This is a must-have because lightweight, reliable. Now, what I want to show you is the Kimbers. So I have a lot of Kimbers, about a dozen of them. I grabbed a few. So how do I say which is my favorite? Well, I can do that by caliber. My favorite is the Eclipse, the 10 millimeter. And this reliability, I've never had a failure, I don't think. I don't remember one. And I've got at least 1,000 rounds out of it. This is 9.75 out of 10 as far as reliability. Really, this is a really well-made Kimber. The Eclipse Custom 2. And what's special about this on the slide, it's kind of like the moon. It's really nice. And it doesn't shine during the day, and it doesn't shine at night. It's just a gorgeous finish. And it's also 10 millimeter. So with the power of a 41 revolver Magnum, or comparable to 357 Magnum, very powerful semi-automatic. And that's that Kimber, is the Eclipse. Now the other Kimbers, I have the 2 3-inches here I pulled out. This has got a lot of wear and tear shown on it just from carrying it, which is good. You know, that means I really carry it. This I carry in my ankle holster. It's got the light and laser on it. And for the 3-inch, this is the Ultra Crimson Carry 2. And crimson, hence the word crimson, means you got the laser on it. Okay, right here. So this is, you know, Kimbers are expensive. All the guns are getting expensive now and hard to get. But if you're going to look for one, like maybe on a auction site, these are some good ideas for you to start with, to search and bid on, if that's what you're going to do, or to tell your local gun shop, order one of these for me. And if you want a 3-inch, the 3-inch Kimbers is where I would go. Here's another 3-inch Kimber. Zoom in real close there, Tammy. Thank you for your help. And just beautiful guns. Stainless Ultra Raptor 2. Now, I want to make a note again on the frames, when you read the word stainless with Kimber, it doesn't mean the frame is stainless. So like I said earlier, you can Google, search the word Stainless Ultra Raptor 2 Weapons Education, and you can see a detailed video on each one of these 1911s, and you'll learn about every specification of each 1911. Now here's another 1911 that's among my favorites with the Kimbers, is this gorgeous Stainless Pro Raptor 2. I know a lot of you have this because with my shoulder holster factory, it seems like of all the 1911s from Kimber in particular, This seems like to be their #1 seller, the Stainless Pro Raptor 2. On a scale of 10 of reliability with the Kimbers, I gave that 110 millimeter a really, really high rating. I give the others a 9. And you got to keep them clean. And by the way, while this is on my mind, when you store them, because I have a lot of pistols, you want to use white lithium grease. Well, that's what I do anyway. You don't have to. It's just what I do. White lithium grease. And that quality of the white lithium grease has gotten even better and better lately in the last couple of years. And you can even get it at Walmart now. And it's just great for long-term, keeping the rust off and keeping the slide really sliding nice. So that's what I do. Now, I'm going to show you my favorite 1911 in the collection. Oh, wait, I got to bump it. It's too pretty. My favorite. Here it is. There it is. My very first pistol, very first handgun, 1911 Colt Delta Elite, 1980s, late 80s. And this is a 10 millimeter. Now you can buy this again. They started making them again, but I don't think it's as good as these old ones from the 80s. And I tell you, the reliability on this is almost a 10. This thing just blasts away. It's just boom, bang, 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 bang. 10 millimeter. I had it all refurbished as far as the finish, and it's just a mirror right now. Just absolutely gorgeous. Colt Delta Elite 10 millimeter. Any 10 millimeter you can get your hands on, you might as well have the power, right? You can go hunting with it. It's great for collectability. It'll go up in value. And I have to show you two 1911s that I'm going to get a lot of comments about, but I do not sell pistols. I do not sell my guns, and they are not in my favorites. The ones I just showed you are my favorites, but these two, they're made by a company called Ed Brown, EB, for the exclusive billionaire club. That's just a metaphor for silly, expensive, ridiculous priced guns. But I got them. I wanted to say, all right, if you want to spend money to a company that charges way, way more than I think they're worth, I don't sell them. The Special Forces and the Cobra carry. I don't sell my 1911s, but I was going to say it. I never said the guns are bad. I did have a bad situation with friends of mine and the owner at a situation about a decade ago. He's long retired, and I'll just leave it at that. But I just don't recommend them because they're just way overpriced. And when a company owner acts like he invented the 1911, like he's John Browning, that gets a little silly. Because after all, we have to give the credit to all of these guns, even the ones like the Smith & Wesson here, which are, changed a lot as far as the way they look. It's still John Browning's design, right? It's still a 1911. And I'll leave it at that. My name is Tom with Weapons Education. Any of these guns that you want more information on, you can search the name of the gun, and you could, this is the E-Class, put Weapons Education in the search bar and watch that video. And good luck. Stay safe, my friends. I care about all of you. Please thumb up the video. And there you have it. See you next time. I care about all of you. You know that. Thank you. Bye.